quite a tricky weekend in crypto, wasn't it? So most, I have to say that most alts are looking pretty heavy. They look like ABC pattern bear flags, most of them. Let me show you an example of what I mean. Let's find one. Storm here. Here's a good example of what I mean. This was a pretty good support level for a Storm to rally from. Looked like we could manage it, but in fact what we're doing here is we've made an ABC correction, equal measured move, and we're at risk of breaking down if we break this trend line support. So this is a bear flag look, and quite a long flag pole on this one. So if we break down, then we see another leg lower in this one, or at least a retest of the lows. Whenever you have a flag pattern, then the horizontal support like this is always your first target. And then if you break the horizontal support, then down you go to new lows. So quite a lot of these shape patterns everywhere today, unfortunately. So what is looking good? Even the coin, what is frustrating is even the coins that are looking good have reached kind of resistance levels where we could see a pullback. So Wax, which has been a massive performer, has reached the 236 fib level, and it's reached the 200-day moving average. So pullbacks lining up in there. Monetha, which was a really good one for us this weekend, has hit 50% of this most recent swing lower. I'm just making sure that this is lined up correctly. There we go. 50% of this recent swing lower. So that means a 50% pullback likely in Monetha, which would bring us back to this congestion zone around 700, 730 to look for support before we have another go at going higher. So a lot of those coins that have been doing really well have hit resistance levels. Mana is another one that's hit resistance level, and you should look at for to take some profit. XLM, which has been really performing super, has also hit resistance level. If we look at XLM, we're at the level of these prior highs, we're around this 50%, we're third touch of this trend line. If we take this as the low, okay, trend lines, you connect lows and you connect highs or you connect lows in a sequence or in a uptrend or downtrend. So if this is if we've made an ABC correction here and this is the big low in Lumen, then we shouldn't connect this high and this sequence to these. If this is a new uptrend, we should be looking to connect these highs. So far it's not getting us anywhere and we're just stuck here. But this horizontal 50% level and these highs are where we're stuck at. So potentially we could be lining up a reversal here. And so all of these ones to watch, take some profit, wait and see how far they pull back, and then use our Heikin Ashi to give you another entry again. So be quite careful in them. There is one coin that's on the move today, and that's XEM. Now let's take a look at this one and where we've got resistance. Clearly we've got prior highs, and if we're going to make a kind of cup and handle, inverted head and shoulders pattern, then the previous highs are the most important resistance to watch in New Economic Movement XEM. That's at, I think, 1770, but I'm just going to make sure I've drawn it right. Yeah, around 1760, 1770 is the resistance. So that means that if you are not in this one, what we should either look for here is a pause underneath this resistance and some consolidation that you can look for, then a break. And then when you have this pullback, you don't need a big ass stop underneath the lows. You know you're wrong when we break out if we drop back below here. Now the alternative that we could see is we could see a break above this resistance level, and if we do, then we could look for pullbacks to buy against it. So one of those two things. But if you're looking at XEM and thinking, gosh, I'd really like to be in this, and and feeling some FOMO, this is not a good time to do it when we've gone up like this in a straight line, and we've done, we've done our daily average range and a whole bunch more in this one. So we need a pullback entry. But looking good. Where do we go if we break out? We're going to go to the 200-day moving average, which is up here at 23.26. But big picture, I think in this one, I'm going to move these And we're going to put our fibs on this swing here that we've done, slightly lower. We should be looking for a 236 fib. So the first target would be the 200-day moving average, and then the second target would be 4,245, which is the first fib level. There's some horizontal support and resistance here through the middle, obviously, isn't there? Around 2,900. So 200-day, then 2,900, and then 4,245 would be XEM BTC, but only if we make new highs here.